Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the bachelor party of my co-host, Mr. Zach Houston Scott. This is Below the Line, and my name is Andres Ramirez, here to talk about Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day, or the pre-disclosure day, I may say. How are you, Zach?
Hey, not too bad, not too bad. Pretty exciting week, I must say, for both of us. As Andres
I
mentioned,
mean, you should be more excited than I am, but
yeah,
sure.
I am pretty excited. Yes, it's my bachelor weekend, aka I am getting married this week. So this is a very special episode as we will be taking a slight hiatus next week while I'm getting
Just
married.
1 week.
Just one
But
week,
I
yeah.
I have a trick of my sleeve, you'll see.
Okay, if you believe. I believe you.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see.
But
You'll
yeah,
see.
exciting times all around. Busy but good. Definitely looking forward to what's to come in the next week.
Yeah.
But
Steven
yeah,
Spielberg.
yes, he's back in theaters with his new original movie, back to the sci-fi realm, mind you, with Disclosure Day. Yeah, I guess what's there to say about Steven Spielberg that hasn't already been said? This is the guy that popularized the summer
He's
blockbuster and makes movies, been doing it consistently for more than 50 years now.
he is cinema in
Yeah,
many ways. He's the greatest of all times, maybe. At least in commercial cinema, but I think he has also been able to find perfect balance. I think his best year was Jurassic Park and Schindler's List.
back to back,
And
1990.
since then, it's been some good movies, but mostly very difficult to hit the zeitgeist of the culture.
Yeah,
Uh, but nonetheless, a great filmmaker.
yeah, very great filmmaker. No, definitely, this is a guy who's turned up many memorable hits, had some of the highest grossing movies of all time, like literally held records for years with Jaws, E.T., and Jurassic Park. And just honestly, I can't think of anyone else who has the same level of commercial success like he did in his heyday. That's not to say
Yeah,
he hasn't been able to capture that, but there's definitely been a bit of a change since he's hit the 21st century. Like the last time I think anyone really saw like a big Spielberg hit was Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So
if you can call that a hit.
it made money. It's the highest grossing Indiana Jones film still.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's a hit. I think it's a very good movie, but I don't know if it's a hit. Well, not a good movie. It's a better than the Dial of Destiny, Indiana Jones, but I don't think it's a hit
Here's
with
a
fans at the very least. Although that movie could become like the prequel that now people suddenly love it because it's better than the sequel.
but here's the thing. I actually think Kingdom is better than Temple of Doom, if I'm being honest.
The opening is better. I think the alien stuff is where it starts to lose people.
See, I kind of don't mind the alien stuff either because it does fit what they were trying to do. They were tributes to like old film serials of the era, and this is just a take on the 1950s. Even the alien design pays tribute to that kind of look, even though, yeah, the overabundance of CGI is a lot, but I don't know. I kind of cut that movie some slack. I didn't hate it as much as other people do.
I don't hate it. I think it's just he was exploring faith, and I think it jumps to aliens. And I think while the Soviets are interesting characters, there could never be as intimidating as the Nazis.
Absolutely, that I agree with.
And I think Harrison Ford, like, the film had a lot of premise, right? Because he was supposed to replace Harrison Ford with what's his name? Shia LaBeouf, which at the time was very popular, but obviously that massively failed. The studio didn't believe in the vision, and I think, look, I think the best Indiana Jones is the Last Crusade.
Yep, I agree.
Then is the Temple of Doom.
You think Temple of Doom is better than Raiders?
Well, no, Raiders is better. Temple is third, and then I would say it's the Indiana Jones game.
That's
which Steven Spielberg is not involved. And then I would say is Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and then I would say Dial of Destiny.
that's pretty sad when Dial of Destiny is dead last, but he didn't direct it. He only had a producer credit, and yeah,
He was supposed to produce it, but he did not. He was supposed to direct it, but I think he was like, I want to deal with Disney.
no, probably the same reason why he never came back to direct any of the Jurassic Park sequels after the second one, which honestly, that one was pretty lousy too. So I don't blame him.
He had big ideas. He's a filmmaker that I think has big ideas, but sometimes he doesn't know how to execute them.
No, he's not a
Uh,
franchise filmmaker except Indiana Jones. I think to me that's the closest he got because that was essentially his James Bond series, if that makes sense.
well, that's how he described it. I mean, I think Indiana Jones is good. I like Indiana Jones for what it is, but I also think this film, it, it's a very complicated film. Uh, like Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, Schindler's, but his most recent films are very complicated and they're more about the idea rather than the story, if that makes any sense.
If
Like,
you're
I
talking,
think
yeah, no,
West Side Story was good, but sort of felt like Spielberg was like obsessed with the idea of violence, because that movie has a huge emphasis on the weapon, right? On the gun itself. And The Fablemans, it's about the idea of a family that's being torn apart and falling in love with cinema.
well,
And
that
I
was
think out of his most recent movies, I still think The Fablemans it's good. I think um, Ready Player One is an underrated. I think the movie has a lot of heart and a lot of tech, but unfortunately, people did not receive it well.
well, he basically did his own adaptation of Willy Wonka, and honestly, I think it's one of those moments where the movie is better than the book because I don't hear anybody talking anymore about the book Ready Player One or its sequel.
No, no, it did not. Like, I think the film is underrated in his filmography, recent filmography.
I agree. I agree with that.
Which, ironically, that was not scored by John Williams. It was scored by Alan Silvestri.
Hmm. Well, this movie that we're
Yeah,
talking today is scored by John Williams. Will it be his last? I don't know, but he is 94. But we've
I don't
stalled.
think so.
What did you think about Disclosure Day, first of all?
So I'm glad we're recording this on a Monday because it means that we can do a spoiler talk.
Yeah,
But without spoilers, I would say Disclosure Day is an ambitious film made by a confused filmmaker. What I'm trying to say by that is I think Spielberg is wonderful. He's a great director. The visual language of the film is fantastic. Seeing it in the largest IMAX in the US was a pleasure. Visually, it looks good. But I think Spielberg is so obsessed with these grand ideas that he forgot about what made him Spielberg, if that makes any sense. Like, you can see he's trying to reconnect with that sense of wonder and that Spielberg that he once was. And there's brilliant scenes like the one in the train, but after that, the film kind of just feels like two trains clashing, for lack of a better word. I would say it's a 6.5 out of 10. Like, I think it's good, but this film is like Blue Balls the movie, if that makes sense.
no, no, it makes sense. Yeah, we definitely have different takes because the way I compare it is a long time ago, there was this article that came out that compared M. Night Shyamalan to being the next Spielberg right around the time the movie Signs came out. Now,
I can see it.
I don't like Signs at all. I thought that was a very pretentious, very religious, like definitely trying to get a message across with some dumb
Hmm.
storytelling and just idiotic, like really character and just nothing about it worked. I think it's lousy. It's not creepy. The twist is stupid. Disclosure Day is very much that, minus the religious allegory. This is a dumb, preachy, pretentious film that Spielberg, I understand, is trying to make a statement, but this is an 80-year-old man trying to make this statement. And I did not feel any of that came through. It felt very tone deaf, especially in like currently where the world is at. That, okay, maybe this would have worked like in a pre 2010 era, like if this was mid 2000 Spielberg, okay, it would be fine. But this is him revisiting the same themes that he's done in all of his sci-fi movies before. E.T., he's done this in Close Encounters. He's done this even in like some of the stuff he's produced. So, no, this was very much a film I did not enjoy really looking at or getting attention towards. So, and honestly, a lot of people were praising like the way it looked, the way Emily Blunt's performance. I actually didn't like Emily Blunt's performance. I thought
Me
she was
neither.
terrible in this. I was like, "What? Are we looking at the same thing?" Like Devil Wears Prada.
She was okay,
I thought she was
in my
terrible.
opinion.
She was awful. Like no semblance whatsoever. Especially when the aliens first do end up making contact. Just a lot of her performance is just bewilderment or just staring into nothing. Like that is my
Yeah, and Josh O'Connor, I think he's more of the same he's been playing. Like, I
yeah.
don't think he's like crazy acting, if that makes sense.
No, he left no impression on me. He was just kind of a nothing role. Honestly, in my opinion, the best roles in this came from Colin Firth, who was kind of the bad guy because he's actually this is the second movie that he's passed Emily Blunt in, like Mary Poppins Returns, and the other one is Wyatt Russell as the boyfriend.
But he's so underutilized.
Yeah, like come on, how do you not know how to utilize this guy? Even Thunderbolts didn't use him properly. Like he's got
He is a terrible manager.
yeah, but no, it's just a matter of unfortunately, I don't know. It didn't work for me, and I think either it was just because of David Cope's script, which I think is just
But
so.
I don't know how much he has to do with, because the story was by Spielberg.
It was, yeah, but honestly, I like those fan theories online, even the ones you were bringing up that they were like, "Oh, Spielberg knows the key. Like Disclosure Day is meant to be like this ultimate secret that he's going to reveal, or even that it could have been like a connection to ET and Close
Close
Encounters."
Encounters. Well, I was going to ask you, you mentioned themes. What do you think the theme of this movie is?
It's literally the last line. It's listen. Like, come on, guys. Like, really? That's your
See,
sale.
the reason I say it's a confused movie is because they make a lot of statements about religion, about the weight of aliens, and I think the film wants to say stuff like science, but it doesn't know how to say it. The film also centers the plot of the film by making sure that the audience knows that World War III is about to start,
Yeah, like
which
we don't hear that enough in the news already.
well, but see, I think that the film, and surprisingly from Spielberg, does such a terrible job about showcasing the state of the world. Like they show it in CNN or whatever, but aside from one scene where they're looting, they're not even looting. Actually, people are very polite. Where they're semi-looting a gas station, there's no scenes where we understand that the world is about to explode. And like there's these questions about fate, there's these questions about government, there's these questions about how the structure of society works. Like it's all questions, but we don't lead to answers.
No,
I
and
mean, heck, we don't even see disclosure day of fault.
yeah,
Like this is pre-disclosure day.
and that's the thing. It's like it's telling us to listen. Well, what do you have to say? Like literally, you're just telling us to observe. You're not giving us any insight, or it's just practicing what it's. It's not even practicing what it's preaching, more or less. It's the same
Well,
issue I had with Don't Look Up, except it was more, hit on the head allegories and themes that were being presented.
in a way, Don't Look Up is less pretentious.
Really, you think that? Not. I still argue that's the most pretentious movie of the decade.
Well, see, I think this film, like, I think the score is the best part of the film. Like what John Williams did at 94 is impressive,
Hmm.
and it's crazy that it sounds so like John Williams. I hope he gets nominated, and I hope the Academy gives him one last win before like he's unable to write.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's his best score, but I think it's good. But I think there was like one melody that was reminiscent of E.T. when he plays the piano. I thought that was really nice. Um, but I think the film just sets up. I wonder if there's like a sequel that we don't know about because it would make sense because the film just sets up stuff and they don't pay it off.
Yeah, all set up, no payoff. Just yeah.
And in a weird way, the film is also plotless, and there's a lot of stupidity that goes on. And like surprisingly from Spielberg, there's a lot of MacGuffins. Like in a weird way, sometimes this felt like J.J. Abrams. Because there is like the magic thing that does one thing, and with that thing, basically the bad guy is unbeatable. But the bad guys are really not bad. Like from a Spielberg movie, the bad guys never kill anybody. They kind of arrest people and let them go eventually. Even though this is supposed to be like a massive mega corporation designed to brainwash people and close the government secrets, right? They are actually not very bad. They suck at being bad, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
no, no, they do. They do. I agree with that.
I think the most riveting scene is the train sequence, but
Why is that? Why do you think the train sequence is the most riveting?
I think it's where you can see vintage Spielberg the best. Like it's thrilling to watch it. It's very well shot, very well directed, but in the context of the story, it makes no sense.
Yeah,
Like
I kind of thought
it,
it was there, honestly.
it also makes no sense that like the aliens choose to manifest as animals to kidnap children. And there's that Gretel allegory because they go to like a house inside the forest, right? So there's a lot of messagery that he just shows, but he never cares to explain why. Basically, the main character is Edward Snowden because that's literally one of the characters, and a special lady. But we don't really know why the aliens chose them because the character, what's his name? Charlie? Like the Edward Snowden type?
Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie has the power of mathematics, right? Which is the language of the universe. While the female has the power of empathy or whatever.
Hmm.
Like I actually don't know why what was her power, but they never explain us why these kids were so special.
Or why they were chosen more than anything. That's
Yeah,
the problem.
and like then like I guess we're talking spoilers, right? But was the alien at the end in captivity, or like why did he just showed up in a wheelchair?
I maybe to show he was old. That's kind of what I took from it,
But
honestly.
where did he came? Like he just appeared into the scene. Like did they had him on the fake set? Like where was he?
I
Or he just said, Shh, "What's that?" and that's it.
yeah, perhaps.
Like I don't know. I think this is a very confused movie. I hope it's not Spielberg's last
I don't think it
because
will be, but definitely I don't want him to do any more science fiction films. If I'm being
are
honest.
you in the side of take the keys out of the grandpa's car?
Yeah, I don't honestly. I just kind of have to put my expectations in check. That this is a guy who approaching 80. Yeah, it's kind of impressive he can still make movies, but like George Miller, maybe it's just time that we need to get a new generation of filmmakers to start having
It,
ideas.
but look at Scorsese. He's still directing.
Yeah, he's still directing, but he's adapting with his times, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think Steven has not. Like the fact that he still shoots film, respectable. I mean, you know me, I love film, but he still hasn't adapted to that modern way of making movies.
No, no, he hasn't. So,
And West Side Story was difficult to watch.
yeah,
Thanks to him, we have a new Snow White, if you know what I mean.
I do. I do. Well, she's not really getting much work anymore either. So,
Maybe Spielberg should cast her in his next movie.
that'll help her out a
Uh,
bit.
will it? I don't know about that. Like, I think it's a very bad pickle for Spielberg. What he does next, I think it's going to be very challenging for him.
That's fair.
But we'll see. I don't know. I hope it's not his last. That's all I hope.
No, I don't
Because I
want
don't think
to either.
it's the worst film of the year. I think he'll break even for sure. But I think it's a film that I think so far it's the biggest disappointment of the year.
Really? You think that's the most disappointing film of the year?
So far, yeah. I mean, I had huge expectations. I didn't watch any trailers. I was like genuinely looking forward to it. And while I did have fun, I think the pacing is meandering. Like, I don't know. He needs like a Marsha Lucas or like a Kathleen Kennedy. Maybe Kathleen Kennedy worked right with him. But yeah, I think it's the biggest disappointment. What about you? What would be your biggest disappointment of the year?
I'm just thinking.
Scary Movie 6?
No, I actually didn't mind that one.
Well,
Honestly,
aside from Mandalorian and Grogu, but that we didn't expect much of that one.
honestly, yeah, I could see that being my most disappointed too, because I can't think of any other film where I was like left the theater feeling mad or angry. So, yeah, no, I agree with you. This one was a pretty big disappointment.
Maybe until Supergirl
I think Supergirl will be good. I have a good feeling about it.
or Toy Story.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to hear next week what we thought about that one, guy.
Next week.
Next week, yeah.
Because that's supposed to be the biggest opening of the year.
Yeah, it is.
And if Hollywood doesn't get that, they're cooked this year.
Well, they're getting
Like,
slapped by Backrooms and Obsession, so they
but
are.
Backrooms dropped. It's really Obsession, the one that's been the huge hit. Because Backrooms dropped, I think, in its box office.
But it's still
Backroom, back,
well. It's gonna hit 300 million.
Yeah, I gotta see it. I gotta see Masters of the Universe. I gotta see Scary Movie. I see a lot of movies that I haven't had the chance to watch because I was at the film festival and I'm wedding time. So I'm very delayed.
Busy times all around.
But I've been watching what's the name of this dumb movie or dumb show every summer after on Prime.
Yeah.
It's okay. I went to the world premiere here, so I kind of felt obligated to finish watching it. It's like what will replace what's that show that everybody loved this summer I turned pretty. It's what will replace it for Amazon.
Oh, off campus.
No, no, no. This is every summer after.
Oh, every summer after.
Yeah. It's based on a book about horny people, horny teenage girls. And it's literally about two people falling in love in the summer. So it's like a summer I turned pretty, but in this case, everybody's hot and ripped. So, it's fun.
Uh,
Anything else you want to add about Mr. Steven Spielberg?
just yeah, I hope this isn't if again like you, but at least we'll always have his classics to come back on. And it made me want to rewatch ET again. So
Are
definitely,
you going to?
probably. I haven't seen ET in a while.
It is really good. I think he's a great filmmaker when he can do things right. He struggles being a good filmmaker when he cannot do things right.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I mean, I feel bad for him because I think he genuinely wanted to do something right, but maybe he needs another screenplay writer.
Yeah, just leave David Coep behind. I think it's
I
time to
don't
go.
know why he didn't work with Kushner, the guy that wrote The Fablemans for him.
Maybe he wants someone with a little more action experience.
I mean, does David Coeb have that action experience
I don't know, maybe
aside from
Spider
adapting Harry Potter and Jurassic Park?
and Spider Man.
That was a long time ago. That probably he has for. I mean, and I don't know how much credit that it goes to the director for making those screenplays look good.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Toy Story, and then Supergirl,
yeah.
and
It,
Game of Thrones as well.
and the last Jackass, if that's your thing.
Who do you think is going to flop out of all these things in the theater?
I don't know. I'm confident they're all going to find success one way or another, but
You're optimistic.
I'm
That's
very
good.
optimistic.
Well, wedding time.
Wedding time. We will be back the following week, folks. Thanks for tuning in as always. He's Andres Ramirez. You can follow him at Jaro2096. I'm the Zach Houston. We're on Instagram. We are below the line underscore podcast. Thanks for always listening in, and yeah, keep watching movies and enjoy the summer because we're in the thick of it.
And have fun at the World Cup too, wherever
Yeah,
you are.
keep
Shout out
watching.
to Canada, Vancouver, Mexico, New York, the US. Hopefully, it does unite us all, but I don't know.
I
It's a
doubt.
weird World Cup. Hey, Canada's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Have fun. And I'll see you at the wedding. Next episode, you'll be a married man. Crazy.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye.